wonderful. So now now dear audience, it's open to you. You can always ask questions. We have both Haaziq over here and Namya. So you can just place your questions. In case you want me to read them out, you can put them in the chat box. I'll do that. Right? I'll give Mirmay the opportunity right now to say something because she's been excited the entire time. So please go ahead.
I think I'm speechless. I just don't know. I think Batsla ma'am is much better in saying I'm totally flawed by both these kids. Only one permission I want from Namya ma'am, please. I'm conducting a workshop for principals shortly, so can I use your phrase because I do emphasize on collaborative work? And can I use your statement which says collaborate to become better people? And I love that statement.
Yes, ma'am, for sure.
With your permission, I'll quote you, of course, and I would love to use it because they're all principles of the Sahodaya. And I don't know how to thank Fearless Educators organizers for conducting this session. These 5 days, I don't know what's happening to me. I just want all these children under my wings, and I want to learn everything from them. And I feel I should be at least 10, 12 years younger than what I am, so that I can take at least 1% from each of them, if I'm allowed.
That was really wonderful. Great. And my question to both of you is, to Namya as well as Haaziq, is from where do you get your inspiration? And from where did this spark actually begin? So that is very important for all of us over here. So Namya, first to you, and then Haaziq, you can take it on from there. Thank you.
Sure, I would love to answer that question. That is a beautiful question indeed, sir. So my inspiration is always like my parents, and like I have 4 pillars in my life. It is my mother, first of all, who always keeps on motivating me to come forward and never give up. My father, who always tells me to keep on innovating on whatever you're doing, even if it's the best thing. Innovation never stops. Then I have my school, Satpal Mittal School, which is also a very great pillar in my life. My principal, Ms. Bhupinder Gogia, who is always motivating me on every endeavor, and like her smile just makes my day whenever she is appreciating me. And then I also have my grandparents, because my grandfather, he tells me different stories about how like what happened in the past, and my grandmother as well. So these are all of the pillars in my life who keep on inspiring me. And my inspiration to start all of these was, like I told you, about seeing less girls in these fields, and I wanted them to come forward, and also seeing like how the way we are learning is just merely text, and I wanted to change that into visual learning. Because you see, if I talk about I give you a word like a fish, so you would see the letters FISH or a fish in your mind. You would see like a fish swimming in the water. So that's why like I mind graphs in pictorial ways. So that's why like I think picture or also picturistic learning is what helps us to learn better. So that's why using both SG for game-based learning and also inspiring girls to come forward. And also all the genders are equal for me, but I want them also to come forward.
That was wonderful. May I request Haaziq to please take on?
My inspiration, like the thing that really keeps me motivated to keep pushing forward, I'd say it has to be all the youth and all the kids that we have impacted, and I get to meet doing work for my foundation, especially just meeting them and seeing how much drive they have and just how much will they have to keep pushing themselves forward. It really it really inspires me to keep also trudging forward, to no matter how much obstacles there are and how much adversity there is, because like I get to meet a lot of people, from people who are less fortunate than me, who don't have as much opportunities than me, and to people who are younger than me, older than me, and yeah, the world is just a big place with all kinds of people, and seeing how much everyone keeps on using the stuff that um, they've been given, and even if it's especially if it's a much harder a harder environment for them, and seeing how they still keep on following their passion, it just really inspires me to keep going forward. And um, yeah, it's really inspiring.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. Great. Now, I just want to share with you something, and that is, when we look at success stories like Namya and Haaziq, both of you, we always think that you are all muscle and that your trajectory is just all. Always going up, and you really have no problems because you're so strong. But I'm sure there are pitfalls, and there are times when you really feel, you need support, etc. So, can you share a little of that with us? We want to see the Achilles heels, what we call, right? So maybe something about your pitfalls and your problems too. Can you share with us? And we'll go in the same way. I think Namya will come in first, and then Haaziq, right?
Sure, I'd love to answer that as well. So, like in the beginning of using Minecraft and other tools, I think I didn't get much support from like the teachers and all because they said it was a new idea. Like I think we are all okay teaching in this way. So I thought let me take up it on my own. It's never wrong to do a thing. So I started like I made my first lesson and I shared that with my history teacher. So she said, okay, let's give it a try. I think it's a good idea. So when she shared that in the classroom, the students were like, I think the way of accepting things in the class just completely changed. So I think that was the first problem that I faced, that people weren't actually aware. I think in India, people aren't that much aware about such tools. So I think that's what we need to change. And like upcoming youth leaders will surely do that. And the second thing was like I told you earlier, girls, because whenever like I got a chance to go on stage, whenever I got an endeavor, I used to say to my principal, "Ma'am, can I say something?" And then I say that girls, you can come forward in these fields. There's no harm in doing something, and that's like the thing that these are the two problems that I'm facing. Still now there are, but there's an always way to overcome them. Besides that, I think whichever problem I face, I just remind myself that why you started, there was a reason you began that. So there's no going back now. So that's what just comes in my mind, and then I keep on going.
Yeah, Haaziq, please take on from here.
I think the biggest pitfall for me sometimes is fear, like fear to keep moving forward, and especially when you're in like some kind of project or something like that. Sometimes I don't always find the courage to go forward, and I think this also really reflects in some places, like a lot of people. A lot of people when I first when I especially it also still happens now. A lot of people say that like you're still too young to make a difference, and you can't really change. I think you should, like, people say that you should really let the older people do it, right? And let the and you should you should sit down, let the elders do it. But okay, first of all, I mean, you guys did have your chance, right? and and the earth is not in a very good shape. But also just having that, just trying to find the courage to actually sometimes just get out of that hole, and to keep moving forward. It's sometimes really difficult for me, and unfortunately I've found support in many places, like my parents, my family, my friends, everyone at the Ervis Foundation, and also of course the fellow youth that have met along the way, who keep inspiring me to go forward, and who actually give me the courage to go forward, and yeah. And I think that courage, it's not the lack of fear, but rather how we overcome that fear, and that's where true courage lies. And just finding that, and trying to overcome it has been one of the most something that I've been trying for a long time. And yeah, as long as like when as long as I have that courage to overcome that fear, I really overcome my main pitfall.
That was awesome. I mean, when you talk about courage and the way you talk about it, I think it's mind blowing and it's really inspirational. I let Vatsala madam say something right now, and then I'll get back once again because I've got a lot of questions that I can keep asking the entire night. But I'm going to keep myself on hold. And Vatsala madam and anyone else who wants to who wants to ask a question, you can unmute yourself. I'll unmute you or whatever it is, or you can use the chat box. Yeah, Vatsala madam, over to you, please.
Thank you so much. I was waiting for the opportunity to just send a message across to these beautiful children, and such an appropriate occasion, Teachers' Day. The best gift to any teacher, any educator is when the children start taking the lead, and when we start learning and collaborating with our children. You've spoken about collaboration, you've spoken about working together. It's not only you, teachers also look forward to having that kind of collaboration, that engagement from the children, because true pleasure comes only from that. That makes the interaction complete. And these last 5 days have been the most delightful for me, especially, and I'm sure everyone who shares my feelings, because it's amazing to see you children. It's absolutely amazing how the confidence that you portray, the passion, the vision, and God bless you, God bless everyone else around you who allows you, who helps you to make everything possible. And I would just like to say, it has been stated again and again by children like you that age is only a number. And for you also, yes. And the problems also that at any age, the problems that you're facing, everyone who's trying to do something differently, innovatively, will face these problems. So it's nothing to do with you as kids. Maybe proportions and the circumstances might be different, but it is with each individual. Continue doing that with the clarity. I don't have any questions. I'm just eager to learn from you all. And I'm just happy to be here. And I think so this has been the best sessions ever. I've been attending the sessions by fearless educators for the past 1 year now. And I can clearly say that these have been the most educative, most interactive. I mean, I've learned a lot. It has really, really humbled us also, that such amazing things at such a young age you all have done. So it also teaches us certain things when we start. I mean, if we're stating a problem, it's just a statement of problem. It should not stop us from doing what we want to do.
Yeah, that's so wonderful, and thank you so much for all the encouragement and the wonderful feedback also that we've received. That's wonderful. I think we're running out of time right now, but I still want to end on a lighter note. I would like Namya and Haaziq to tell us that when you want to rewind, what do you do? Do you dance? Do you sing? What exactly do you do? I want to know that. So maybe we'll go in the same way, Namya first and then Haaziq.
So to rewind, I think I sometimes read books. I like to write. I'm also like writing my own book right now. And besides that, I love to dance randomly if I'm feeling happy, and also do calligraphy and art.
Wow, that's a lot. Wonderful. Yes, Haaziq, can we get to you?
I have like a lot of hobbies. I really like to do piano. I like to read, watch TV, like watch movies. Also read books. I like to do art. I do lots of digital art. And then I also do programming. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I really do, but like after some while I drop it because I might get bored of it or something. So yeah, just picking up new stuff to do like every week or something just really helps to um, like to de-stress.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. In fact, we're running out of time. Otherwise, I would have made both of you sing. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. Yes, please, 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 Mirme.
Is it possible to invite children on? I mean, I would love to have them in person. So whenever things are comfortable and possible, I would definitely like Namya and Haaziq and the others also to come to Pune. And just to let you know that Namya and Haaziq, when we have a problem, I want to just re-echo Vatsala ma'am's words. Whenever there's a problem, you have to take up those challenges, because I also started a school in real railway coaches, and much against many people, but it is functioning for the last 35 years now. And I do all different things, and I could resonate with Namya because I'm also all that there should be gender equality, and women should be given equal rights, girls should be given equal rights for everything. It's always said that girls are not good in maths, and I want to prove that statement wrong. And I just resonate with everything that Vatsala ma'am said about these children and this program for the last 5 days. It has been so enriching and so much learning that and there's so much more to learn. So if these children come to us, I think they'll be spreading the message much more, I feel. So I'm going to appeal to future school leaders to let these children in various schools, on various platforms, to understand that how challenges have to be taken up in the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's so wonderful of asking, but and I'm sure that that's going to be the next step forward, right? And now I think I would just like to thank everyone over here for joining us, and I would like to thank our esteemed speaker Haaziq Kazi and Namya Joshi for joining us today for an enlightening session. We really enjoyed ourselves, the way you spoke to us and the way you kept encouraging us. I'm sure the audiences are walking out with insightful takeaways from today's session. We are grateful to each one of you to attend and engage and enlighten in these and be enlightened in these 5-day webinars. Till then, have a wonderful week, all of you. This is Charles Clarence signing off from the last session of Young Minds, a masterclass with young change makers powered by the Smart Class. Good night and God bless every one of you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Happy Teachers Day once again to all.
Once again, thank you and happy Teachers Day to everyone. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Happy Teachers Day.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
really cooperated.
Please.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.